Thank you for sticking around for a Taste of the Valley Tuesday. The temperatures are getting a little more bearable, a lot hotter out there, so it might be a good time for some cold brew coffee. At least Troy thinks so, from Lucas
Definitely.
Roasting. Tell me where we start here.
Well, we're going to start with, you can choose essentially any dark roast coffee as what most people use for cold brewing. We're going to give you some ideas to do at home so you don't have to go out and get a toddy brewer. And this is cheap and easy, and have a little bit of leftover cold brew in the refrigerator for a hot day when you come home and want to sit on the patio. Okay. So we sped it up for TV time, but essentially you could start with a 1-to-1 ratio based on 1.6 ounces of coffee to 1 cup of water. So we tend to use, for our festivals, we use 10 cups of water per bag, 16 ounces of coffee. So just remember that ratio, it's important. And what we typically do, we'd start with a little bit of coffee in the bottom of a pan, and we soak the grounds for a little while. This has actually had all the water immersed in it for TV time, but you let it soak a little bit to get the grounds wet with a little bit of water. Generally, in 10 cups of water, we'd use 2 cups to start it, to get it all wet, and then we would immediately pour in the remaining 8 cups of water. And let it sit then overnight, 12 hours.
Like 12 hours.
12 hours is about what it needs to sit. And we're going to pour this mixture through a sieve, a strainer. And what that's going to do the first time around is it's going to catch the majority of the grounds that were in this mixture. What you can do from here is now you've got this liquid that was semi-strained through the coarse strainer here. And what we do, because this is just a really nice strainer, is most people have a coffee maker at home, and a paper filter or a gold line filter will do just fine. So we're now taking the liquid that we just poured out of the grounds, and we're straining it one more time
right on
through the basket. And what you'll see is you might have to stop, when it gets to the top of the filter, but it's going to catch the rest of the grounds, and that's the important factor. You can use cheesecloth, whatever you want to use to strain the grounds out. What you're left with after this is sat for 12 hours is a very potent concentration of coffee. Okay. Other things that you can add to this, certainly any of the flavors that you have, creamers at home, chocolate syrup, flavorings you get at the grocery store or your local coffee house.
Some more things to try out, I guess, with this.
More things to try out to make your experience more fun. A martini shaker is a lot of fun. Put some ice in here, throw a little bit of this in, throw a little bit of that in there, and you can make your party guests really happy with a martini shaken, ice brewed coffee.
Very good.
Very tasty.
Yeah, so Troy, you try that out. And you could also try as well to head out to the local, this is a local company, obviously. Head out to your local farmers markets. Make sure you head out to local stores, one of them being, we mentioned, Organic Grounds has your coffee. But also contact Lucas Roasting as well. It's 461 Lindsay Avenue out there in Broadway. The website is lucasroasting.com. Troy, thank you very much, and I look forward to trying this.
Thank you, Keith.
All right, before we go, Tracy Turner will have a look at our forecast after the break. First, here's Viet with some